video I'm going to be showing you a little tutorial on this makeup look that I have on my skin right now. I bought a few new bits of makeup recently, so I thought I would showcase them in today's video and do a tutorial with them. I've used a few of the bits and bobs on my clients but not on myself yet, and you guys are going to die. Like, the products in this video are like hyped up products at the moment, so you guys could only imagine how excited I was whenever they came in the mail. I was like, right, I need to do makeup on myself here. Because I've been so busy with work recently, I literally haven't sat down and did a full, like, proper effort makeup look. You know, the one that takes a lot of effort, because recently I've just been like throwing my makeup on and that's just been it. But I just have not sat down in forever and did a full glam look on myself, and it just felt so good today to do that. So thank you to you all. Please thumbs up at the video. Why can I never say that? Please thumbs up at the video if you enjoyed it, and please leave a wee comment down below on your thoughts on this video and if you want me to do some more. I love yous, and I will see you in a wee second. So the first product I went in with is the Makeup Atelier Liquid Waterproof Foundation in FLV2. I love this one because it kind of has like a nice wee warm glow to it, so even whenever I'm not tanned and then even whenever I am tanned, it still suits. And it's really good just to use like what I'm doing now, like underneath your foundation, or you can mix a couple of wee drops in with your foundation too to kind of give like a more glowy G effect. But if you're oily, I would probably stay away from this product, because you know, if you've got this down and then you're kind of getting oilier throughout the day, it's going to look so shiny. Whereas if you have more normal to dry skin, this is perfect to add like extra, you know, just glowiness and hydration back into your skin, and I just love it. Like, look at the glow it gives. I recently went into Boots the other day on my break in work and literally seen this, and I just knew that it had loads of like golden shimmer through it, and I love foundations that are just so glowy and dewy. Like, I hate a matte foundation, hence why I always like to use like a highlighting base underneath it just to make sure that it's definitely going to be nice and glowy. I seen this from Max Factor, and I have to say, whenever I did swatch it, it kind of oxidized quite dark, so hopefully it's not going to look too intense on my skin, because as you can see my neck is quite dark, but I can always lighten it up with my concealer if I need to. So I'm going to apply this just with a flat foundation brush first, just how I normally would apply my foundation. Just making sure to get around my nose and just cover everywhere. As you can tell, I do have a couple of pimples on my chin there, so I really need the extra coverage in those areas. So I'm then just going to take one of my foundation brushes and just start by pressing this down. So to ensure that I get a really good coverage, I make sure to really press my foundation into my skin, and this is going to keep the product where it is, but then also really build up the coverage and blend it out at the same time. Okay, so it definitely does give me a gorgeous glow. As you can see, it's like super lovely, and it actually has kind of set on my skin, which is a good thing. So it means you know, you do feel like it's actually sitting well, and your skin doesn't feel like if you just touch it it's going to come off. Like, it does feel quite nicely set already, and you know, like, I haven't even did my concealer, so by the time I do my concealer and everything, it'll probably be set down even more. I don't have a new concealer to try, so I'm just going to go back in with my Revolution Conceal and Define. I love this concealer. I don't normally do this step, but because I haven't worn makeup in so long, I feel like I want to go like totally all out with my bronzing and contouring and everything. So I'm going to go with my Iconic London Contouring Bronzing Foundation Stick. I think you can actually use these as foundation. They're actually called a pigment stick, so they're just pigment pretty much for any part of your face. This one is in the shade Icon 3.1, so it's a really nice, like, cool tone, bronzy sort of shade that's not going to look orange, but it's just going to provide like a nice wee shadow around the perimeters of my skin, just for some extra contour and just add a little bit more colour back into my skin, because I do love to be quite bronzy and glowy and everything else. And again, just going back in with my same foundation brush and just pressing motions. So because this is a cream stick, and because obviously I haven't set my foundation yet, it's going to blend so much smoother, whereas if you try and blend cream product over powder, it goes really muddy and stuff. So if you have any trouble ever blending your contour product or your cream product, make sure you haven't set your skin yet, because it does, you know, it goes a little bit funky whenever it mixes with powder. So it's best to always do your cream products and your liquid products and stuff first, then set with powder, and then you continue to use any other powder products that you want to use. But I would always do all my cream and liquid work and everything first, and then set it, lock it in place, and then go back in with like your bronzer and stuff just to intensify certain areas. I don't have a new powder to use, so I'm just using my Coty Arspun Loose Face Powder in Translucent Extra Coverage 070-41. That's what the shade is. I'm just taking some of this powder and just setting it right underneath my eyes where my concealer is, because I literally look bald right now because I have no eyebrows filled in. Oh my god, look how white my hands are. Oh my god, and this nail polish isn't helping. I need to get my nails done, and this nail polish is disgusting. My nails are yellow because I fake tan so much, and like, it's disgusting. Oh my god. So I'm going to go ahead here and do my normal brow routine, and then I'll be back to move on to the next steps of this makeup look. So before I move on to the next step, I'm going to quickly show you how I just carve out my brows, because I would get a lot of questions, you know, on what brushes I use for this, what products I use and everything else, so I thought I might as well show you in today's video. So to carve out my brows and of course my eyeshadow base, I use the Plouise Rumor 02 eyeshadow base, and then this is the brush that I use here, is the Plouise carving brush. I actually got this on their website, the wee set with 3 brushes, and this is the smallest one out of the 3, and I think this one works the best for like carving out your brows. I literally just take the tiniest wee amount just on the back of my hand like this, and I use this to carve out both eyebrows, and then to drag whatever's left under my eyelid as my eyeshadow base too. So I literally literally just lay my brush down completely flat and use the side edge of my brush to go the whole way along underneath my eyebrow. And then I'm taking the little eye kabuki brush from my collection too. I'm just going to use this to really press this in. And again, no swiping motions, just keep on using your brush and pressing it in. Similar like what I did with my foundation brush too. So now that I have my brows carved out, my base down, my foundation and everything set in place, I'm going to move on to my bronzer, blush and highlight for now. And then I like to go back again at the very end and like touch it up as well and just add a little bit more, because you know me, I love to go like I love to push the boat right out with my makeup, and especially because I have more makeup on so long, I'm just like, why the fuck not, pretty much. I'm using the Bbold Contouring Kit, which comes with the bronzer, contour shade and highlight, but today I'm just using the bronzing shade. And I recently got the Morphe M143 brush. I've seen a few makeup artists online using this brush and I was like, right, I need to try it out. Because I would normally just use like a conventional sort of like blusher, bronzing powder brush for my bronzer, but I seen this and I always love to kind of pinch my brushes together to kind of give this effect. So this brush is obviously already like that, and I feel like with a brush like this you can really get your bronzers on quite quick, and because it is quite thin you're able to achieve like a nice sort of contour effect with your bronzer without actually having to use like an actual contouring product. It keeps your bronzer in like a really nicely position too. I really need to get a couple more of their brushes because I really do like this wee one for bronzer. I also got a couple of the eye ones too, which I'll use throughout the video too, and I'll let you know my thoughts on these ones as well. So I'm just taking a little bit of the Milani Bellini blush and just adding a tiny little bit on the apples of my cheeks just for like an extra little glow. As you can see, like with that bronzer, because it has a sheen to it and then this blush has a little bit of a glow to it, it already looks like I have like a subtle highlight on my skin already. And then because I used that illuminator at the very start of the video, it's kind of adding to like the glow, so which I just live for. Like I love the glow. And of course I'm going to use a little bit of the Bperfect Cosmetics Sub-Zero Highlight Collection by mmmmitchel, which I'm sure you guys have heard of. I'm not going to go into it. So I think I'm going to mix a little bit of Lifestyle and OTT. I can't choose between the two because they're both that stunning. Like I'm just going to mix them together, and I'm just going to apply some right here where I would normally apply my highlight. And look at this, oh my god, how amazing is that? Okay, so now for the most exciting part. I know I kind of rushed through my face, blah blah, but I really want to use the new Plouise eyeshadow palette. I got this in the mail the other day. I ordered it myself, don't worry, it isn't sponsored, they didn't gift me it, I did get this myself. And I have already cheated a little bit and used this on my clients, but I haven't not yet used it on myself, so I want to give you my own personal opinion on my own face. I have a positive review on my clients, so let's see how it's going to work on me and just how I would do my own eyeshadow that way, because like my technique's a little bit different to what I would do on myself than what I would do on other people. That's why I thought today I would go through my opinions on this beautiful palette. Just look at those shades though, like it's amazing. I also got the Basic Brights from Plouise too. It has all of the different eyeshadow bases, so I kind of want to do a little bit of like a yellow or something, like a mustardy colour on my lid, because I'm wearing like this yellow headband and I feel like it would all tie in really well. So the first shade I'm going to take is Obsession, I think. I don't want to do nothing too like really overly dark, but at the same time I still want it to be nice and smoky and warm because I love warm tones. But I am gonna, oh my god no, I literally just put this top on and I've just dropped my makeup brush on my boob. So I'm going to start by pressing this shade in the outer corner area here and just wiggling my brush in just to get the most pigment payoff. So wiggling my brush right into that outer corner area and right through the crease. So now that I have that colour placed down, I'm just going to clean off the brush that I was using and just go back and forth on my edges here just to kind of blend this before I apply my next colour. So I'm going to take a clean brush in the shade Climax, which is just a true yellow, and I'm going to buff this along the edges of that warm brown shade right there. So I like to go back in and dip my brush in a couple of times and just really layer up that yellow just so it kind of goes on a little bit more how it actually looks in the pan, because obviously you can do like a wee quick wash of it and it's just like a pale sort of like mustardy yellow. Then the more layers you do of it, it really becomes a lot brighter and a little bit more intense. So because I really want to use the yellow cream base from the Brights collection, I'm going to put this like in the centre and then use that yellowy colour that I put on top in the centre, and then use the white base that I also got the other day and put it in the inner corner and make it like really brightening, if that makes sense. So I'm literally going to take the tiniest bit of this yellow base on the back of my hand once again. So with this I'm going to place this right in the centre of my eyelid, kind of going to go for like a soft spotlight eye. Nothing structured at all, just like a nice little bit of brightness in the centre. And I'm just patting that down, and as you can see, it's added like a nice wee yellow base down. Then I'm going to go back into the shade Climax on a flat shader brush and just place this down on top of that yellow base. And as you can see, this yellow looks so bright now just because we have applied that base, so it's really helped this yellow shade really cling to it. Then I'm going to take another brush that I got the other day, which is the M562 brush. First time trying this one, so let's see how this one works. Come back in with Obsession, and the reason why I'm using this little brush is because the top of it is really thin. I'm going to help just place this colour down on either edges of this yellow. So to kind of switch it up a little bit and to make it a little bit more creative, I'm going to put that yellow base on my waterline and then just do the exact same technique I did on the top, on the bottom. So the yellow in the centre and then smoke the brown out on either edges. The exact same thing I did on the top, only on the bottom lower lash line. Okay, so now that I have that done, I'm going to take a little bit of the white eyeshadow base from Plouise and just pop this right into my inner corner because I want there to be like really brightening. So I'm using this white base down first, and then I'll apply like a shimmery pigment for the inner corner too. So I'm going to use the shade Made It from the Sub-Zero palette from Bperfect Cosmetics and just put this right on top of the Plouise base in the inner corner. Now that that eye is complete, I'm going to go ahead and put on some lashes. So I'm going to be using my Sassy lashes in the style Georgie, and I will have a link to where you can get these down below in the description box below. Here is a wee close-up of the finished eye look. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and do the same on this eye, and I'll be back in to you, which is probably going to be like 1 second, but to me it'll probably be like an hour by the time I recreate this on the other side, but I'll be back in a wee second anyway. I'm then going to use the NYX lip liner in Sandstorm and use this to line my lips just before my lipstick. Then I'm going to take the NYX Suede Matte Lipstick in Dainty Days, which is like a really nice like nude colour. And then one final spritz of some setting spray. This is just the Vitamin E Hydrating Mist from Superdrug again. So guys, here is the completed look. I know it's so glam. I literally had no idea what I was going to do today, and this is just what I came up with pretty much. This is literally the first time I've worn makeup in forever, so I'm literally so glad I've sat down today and filmed this video for you all, because I'm just obsessed with this makeup look. Never done this colour combo before myself ever. Did it on clients but never did it on myself, and I'm literally loving it so much. It's amazing. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below, and please thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, and I love you all, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!